Okay, everybody, what we have here is I am the Milkman, as y'all have previously seen. I have stolen ShulerTime's camera, so y'all don't tell him. We're going to hack this in and post it on his page, but I wanted to, this is kind of my first video, so y'all bear with me and help me out here. But what we're going to do today is we're going to take your everyday old wore out trampoline that everybody's got in their backyard, or know somebody that's got one, that you can pretty much post on any social media site requesting wanting one, and you'll have, like me for example, a dozen gave to you within a day's time. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a chicken coop out of an old trampoline. We're going to show you all the pieces. We've got all the pieces here to your trampoline, and all the legs and the netting and the legs and the cage side, and there's the old trampoline mat and the netting that come off the side of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our trampoline here. We've already got it pre-divided into two halves, and you're going to erect it with a little welding or sheet metal screws, self-tapping screws. However you prefer to put it together, you can put it together. I'm lazy, so I use Lincoln. And if you've got halfway decent welding skills, you can do it. But we're going to put this together, and we're going to get our stuff set up, and we'll be right back with you. We're back. What we have going on here is we've got all of our parts to our old trampoline. These right here are the netting. Go to the netting. These are the bottoms of the legs for the trampoline. What we're going to do is we're going to take one of these netting poles and weld one of these legs, bottoms of the legs, onto each end of it, and that will be our bracing for our recycled chicken coop. But I have already taken the liberty and the time to pre-clean all of these pieces, because when you're welding you got to make sure you have a good clean metal surface to weld to. That way the weld sticks a little bit better and doesn't fall in on you or your chickens, and you don't have the lovely PETA folks knocking on your door when your chicken coop caves in on your chickens. But we're gonna weld these pieces up, and we'll be right back with you. Okay, y'all, we're back. We have taken and welded the ends on to the bars, the ends, the legs off of the feet. We took, welded them on. We welded the middle of it up just to reinforce it a little bit. Welded our legs on this end. So now we have 6 bars with legs welded on both sides. And here's our half a trampoline hoop. We're about to start erecting. We're going to start with the center pole. See if we can get this thing stood up. And we'll be right back with you. Okay, y'all. We have assembled the frame, and now we're ready to show y'all what is taking place. This is what we have here. Everybody see it? We have our pole, our two halves of our trampoline welded together, and we welded all the poles and slid them in here. And I have built this for removal. If sometime in the near future I got to remove it, you can just assemble it with self-tapping sheet metal screws. And what we're going to do next is we're going to take the old trampoline the trampoline mat, and stretch it across the roof system here. And that way our chickens don't get wet, because the mat, if it's got no holes in it, is waterproof. And the one we have acquired via social media is waterproof. So We did have to, because the trampoline only came with, I thought I would mention, trampoline netting system only comes with 6 poles, so we had to take a piece of 1.25 inch galvanized pipe and add on to it to make our 7th pole here that we needed. But other than that, I mean, you can pick that up at any local home improvement store. Ours come courtesy of Lowe's here in Madison, Georgia. And we will be back with you in a few minutes. Okay, y'all, we have got the top on, and here's what she looks like. What we're doing is we're fastening the tarp with self-tapping sheet metal screws, as y'all see, front and back. Now for these sides, you see, everybody sees how they're flopping. Let me show you what we've rigged up here. What we have done is we've taken some baling wire, run it through the strongest part of the mat, and twisted the wire around one of our poles to hold tension. What we're going to do next is go down through here about every 2 foot or so and continue on with our path and get both sides of this accomplished. I just figured I'd check back in with everybody. And alright, folks, what we've done here is we've taken baling wire and tightened the ends of tarp up, or the old trampoline mat that we're going to use as the roof. We've gotten both sides done. I'll walk over here and show you this other side. What we did was we took some self-tapping, our handy dandy self-tapping screws, that way the wire wouldn't slide around. And the next step's going to be wrapping this bad boy up in chicken wire up the sides, and we haven't quite decided what we're going to do for the front wall of it yet, but to give us a door, but we're going to probably use just some old trusty 2x4s. Alright, y'all, we have back. What we've done so far is we've gotten one 4-foot run of our chicken wire up down one side. You can see the roll back there. And you can attach it, zip straps, baling wire, however you want to. Be your call. What I've done is I've used baling wire. As you can see right there, I've just taken some baling wire about every 6-8 inches. I've tied it off and got it pretty tight on one end, pulled it to the other, and tied it down there also. Next step's going to be to cut the roll off, because the angle, it ain't going to pull back the other way without being wrinkly. And I like to kind of get it tight. I've tied it off at the bottom. Same process, using baling wire, and just wrap it around there and tie it off. But we're gonna probably continue this project in the morning. As everybody can tell over here at the house, the sun's starting to go down, and I think we're gonna call it a day. I appreciate it. We'll be back at y'all in a little while.